Are you distraught after the recent presidential election? Here at Don't Cry Cryo, we understand your pain, and we're here to help. Our expert team of cryogenic care providers can cryogenically freeze you until the Trump presidency has ended. No more crying, no more anxiety attacks, just blissful sleep until Trump is gone. When you awaken from your slumber, we'll even have a party ready and waiting for you. It will be like his presidency never even happened. It was all just a bad dream. As an added bonus, you can choose the Vance add-on package. We'll extend your sleep for an additional 4 years at a 50% discount in the event J.D. Vance wins the next presidential election. Everything will be okay. We're here to take care of you in your time of need. So remember, don't cry, cryo.
Where am I? Oh, please tell me it's over. Wait, something isn't right.
This is your captain, Elon Musk. I want to be the first one to welcome you to Mars. No! Sorry, Donald Trump Jr. was just elected president, and he deported all Don't Cry Cryo customers to Mars.
What the...
The pendulum is telling me that he's not the president. Kamala is going to be the 47th president, that the ceremony was fake. And I tested it out, you know, like I made sure that it was responding to actual true answers that I knew to be true appropriately. And then I did that. I am so confused.
That this was the final day, this was the 11th hour, and now it looks like it wasn't the 11th hour, which is very confusing. But I know that I thought it was because it was logical.
Yeah,
it was like,
exactly.
My guide said 11th hour. They didn't give me a date. I interpreted it to mean today because logically I couldn't see any other solution.
Sure.
And so I guess we're now being called upon to figure, kind of imagine that there's another pathway to the final vision that we saw of the Lotus POTUS, right? There's another pathway. And, and I want to remind people that one of the things that I was told is that it was probably going to be a neutral third party. And I was also told one of these inter-realm agencies, like the NATO or the ICC or the G7 or the UN. And 3 of those organizations have made statements in the last week, specifically about finagling of jousts. And 2 of those organizations have visited the Capitol in the last week. So we, again, as Kate points out, we have a lot of facts, right, that support our intuition, and yet here we are without yet the happy ending that we have envisioned. And so we have to figure out how to work through this, how to hold on to hope, how to, adapt ourselves to the moment so that we can continue on with this work that we've been asked to do.
So many people are being really hard on a lot of TikTok astrologers and tarot readers and psychics because they were wrong about certain details regarding a certain someone being sworn in to a certain job position. But the thing with divination is it's not always an exact science, and pinpointing things down to a window of a certain hours or certain events can be really difficult. And there is such thing as free will, and that does factor into some aspects when it comes to divination. And it's not to say that they were wrong when they divined those certain things, but sometimes timelines can shift a little bit.
I had talked about the night of the contest in which I woke up at 3 a.m. and when I looked at the TV, at the results, something clicked or activated in me where I felt like a whole new person. And I had said I had shifted, but I'm thinking back, did I shift timelines? Okay, I know this sounds crazy, but hear me out.
Stop it. Get some help.
4 a.m. Club Blue Delulus. Does anybody else feel this massive energy change that's going on? I'm excited. I don't know. Maybe it's just preemptive to everything crumbling, or it's actually like everything's going to come to fruition. Let me know. How are you feeling today?
I would wake up from those dreams, and what the voice would say, the clear audience would say, KH is our president. Yay, she's our president. And it happened every morning. And I'm like, oh, I'm definitely not talking about this because this is nuts.
We are not crazy. We are not crazy. Hopeful, yes. Believing, yes. Crazy, never.
Keep telling yourself that, darling.
We had the facts. We had the information. And the hope. My disappointment today is not in everyone who stuck it out. Not even in the decision to let this man lead. But it is in the fact that I spent every waking minute of my life wanting to be a civil rights activist.
Just recently, my husband recalled a memory in which I had bent his finger back, I guess laying in bed. I don't know what we were doing, but I bent his finger apparently to the point where I really hurt him. And I'm like, I don't recall. I'm sorry. And so I kind of played along like, okay, it's just my faulty memory, right? And then the other night I asked him, oh, you remember that time when I was going through this baking phase where I was making all these babkas of all different flavors? I'm like, I should do that again. And he's like, what are you talking about? I go, what do you mean what am I talking about? There was a phase, and I can't recall exactly what time frame. I was making babkas. You can Google it if you don't know what they are, but bread loaves. And I was enjoying it so much that I said, oh, wouldn't it be cute if I could open up a bakery and I would call it Mother Babkas because it sounds like Mother Fakas. And so he's just like, no, I don't remember you making these things. I had to show him a picture. He just was not clicking. I'm like, what the hell? What is happening? And so, and also he was saying, I would remember that. I have a good memory, and which he does. He has a great memory. He's on the spectrum, by the way. And he just, he doesn't forget things like this. So that's weird. And then these things would happen. Also, 2 more instances. There's one time at work where this owner had forgotten this dog collar, and I forgot to take it off. So I grabbed it and made sure I would know where it is so that I can give it back to the owner. And there's an orange hook at my shop. I'm like, all right, I stopped to think about this because I have ADHD. I'm like, all right, Jody, I'm putting this collar on this orange hook. So when she comes back, I know exactly where it is. It's on this orange hook. And then later she comes to pick up her dog. I go back to the orange hook and it's not there. The collar is not there. I'm like, what the heck? Did I move it? What happened? Right? So couldn't find it, frantic, told her I'd find it later. And then I just moved on with the day. And then later I went back to the orange hook and the collar was there. Like, what the heck? So I was very confused, and that just stuck with me for a while. I'm like, I don't know. And then also at my shop, I had a box of cookies, and I work alone, so no one else is here to mess with my stuff. I had a box of cookies, and I remember thinking the other week ago, I had just left an empty box, once again, ADHD, and just left it there, and just thinking I'm disappointed that I ran out of these cookies, these individually packaged cookies. So today I go over there to clean up, and I see two packages of cookies in that box. And I was just, what? I mean, I literally had to go through this disappointment phase. I'm like, I should order those again. I love those cookies. And then there are cookies left. I'm flabbergasted right now, and I almost feel like I'm going crazy. Yet I know I'm not, because as much as you'd like to say that I'm crazy about this, I have done my work, and I'm telling you, I know. I think this is why it came to this culmination of who I am right now from all the work that I did recently up until the contest. So It's very strange. And looking back, there are so many arguments my husband and I have had where he couldn't recall what I said, I couldn't recall what he said, and I had to tell my therapist and jokingly told my therapist, I go, are we shifting realities? This is so insane. So I don't know. Let me know if you've ever experienced those things.
The Lulu, Blue Lulu, 4 a.m. club people, what the f was that? No, what was that? Because at first, like, y'all really had me going. Like, that was hope I did not need. For real, it kind of f***ed me up. I did not like that. I really was hoping, like, you just put that in someone's head and, like, we ain't got much hope right now, so, like, everybody's gonna grasp onto that. Everybody. I'm so depressed. I was depressed before this. I'm even more depressed now. Oh, my God. And don't even say something's gonna happen tomorrow or later this week. Don't even say that. Please. Just stop. Like, we gotta start fighting. And stop hoping and wishing. Because that ain't gonna get us nowhere. It's time to fucking fight. Strap up.
Mega. You were right. I was wrong. They inaugurated, we just inaugurated a dementia patient. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, yes, he was inaugurated. I was wrong. That absolutely happened. Now, I did not see him put his hand on a Bible. I did see him hold his hand up like I swear to tell the truth. That was, I don't know what the other hand was doing, though. Maybe it was on a Bible, because I saw Melania holding a little stack of books. So maybe it was off where I couldn't see it. But yes, he put his hand on something, and they have declared him the 47th president. So he is indeed so he's the 45th and the 47th. So we have a dementia patient for a president. Also, we have a dictator. So he's not really a president. So we have a dementia patient for a dictator. So congratulations. This probably won't be called the United States of America anymore either, because he's on a naming spree. So congratulations to this, whatever's left of this country. And I hope that you all enjoy the dictatorship.
And, you know, the very last thing I heard in a dream after I woke up was that Delulu is the Solulu, and those aren't words that I normally would say. It's just something I would type out, but it's just, that was resonating in my mind. And I'm like, interesting. Yes. So confirmation that we need to stay delusional, because it's not really delusions. These are what I'm going to say, future visions that we have, you know, grabbed and we're able to share. So that's how I'm looking at it. And so stay positive and stay delulu.
Hey, people and people who love and support me and have faith in humanity, at least a little bit left, we're going to hold on to hope. And there's nothing wrong with holding on to hope. If you don't have hope, that's great. Take your depressing somewhere else, or I will block you. I no longer have the energy to explain to people that there was a 1 in trillion mathematical chance for all the things to add up that led to the freaking popularity contest. I don't have the energy to explain this to people anymore.
With the tyrant that our little orange clown wants to be best friends with. So something about that. And the word that came up was, I'm not going to say the word, S plus pies. So you figure that out. We'll see what that means. But anyway, I just like those little nuggets because I feel like I'm in a game and we're all just like picking up these breadcrumbs.
Just want to say to all the astrologers and tarot card readers and that girl with the metal poles, you said that he would not be inaugurated and you lied, and I am mad at you.